remember the days when we talked for hours. When we were young, we thought we had superpowers. We kissed the sky, expanded our minds, thought we could fly. We were dreamers, and we never die. We were young punks, but we showed potential. It was us against the world. We were
So he fronted Our Lady Peace for over a decade, and now he's at his own solo album, and he's changing the world. Raine Maida is here. So we've got a lot of your fans here, a lot of your fans who've been with you since the Our Lady Peace days, and now with your new album, I'm gonna let them start asking you questions, if that's cool. On Yellow Mic?
Hi, Raine. I've been a huge fan for like ever, and I was wondering why you decided to put out a solo album.
To be honest, it's kind of a long time coming, but a year and a half ago, I found a way that I could actually own it 100%, which was, I think for any artist, that's a very important, for me, a leap to make, because I was signed to a major label for so long, so it kind of inspired me to finish it, and here it is.
A lot of very dedicated Our Lady Peace fans, do you find that they're surprised by this record?
I don't know, you'd have to ask them. I mean, it's a very different record, I think, from Our Lady Peace. I don't think it steps on the toes. Musically, it was created kind of completely the opposite of the way I've ever written music before.
What do you mean?
It started from kind of pages of words and poetry, and then rhythms and beats that would fit under because there's always a flow, actually, obviously with these words, and then like the chords and musical landscape kind of came probably last, and usually I just sit around the acoustic and hum and stream of conscious words, and the song's born that way. So it was exciting because it was, like I said, it was completely the opposite.
You can also do this, I guess, because you released it completely independently, kind of own every aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Was there any part that you kind of, because you were with Sony before, is there anything that you kind of wish that you didn't have the responsibility of with this one?
You know what, I think that's a great question, because I think it's really difficult for an artist just to be an artist today. You kind of have to be like a mogul,
right.
But I really don't want to, I don't want to go buy a record by someone that has a clothing line and is the president of a record company, to be honest,
So no Raine Maida shoes coming out?
No, until I get my deal.
Right. We have another question for you up there on Green Mic.
Yeah, I was at your concert on Monday, and some random dude in the audience was totally chirping you out. And you threw out that you had 14 years of jiu-jitsu training. I was just wondering if there's any truth to that.
13 years.
13, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I grew up in martial arts, and
Oh, so you weren't kidding. You're like Bruce Lee on stage.
Oh, yeah. I do love martial arts. I hate it, but I love the UFC.
Really?
Yeah, I like the blood.
Oh my gosh!
I know I just lost a lot of fans, but
I like the blood.
It's true.
Okay, another question for you on Red Mic.
I just want to say I appreciate your music so much. I've been a big fan forever. And I just wanted to know the meaning behind the name Hunter's Lullaby.
When you go to make a solo record like this for me, because it was different musically and it was the first time away from my band, I kind of felt like it was, a lot of kind of rediscovering. And because it was based on the words, there's a lot of stories and a lot of kind of self-defining things for me. And really, I felt like, the image to me of a hunter going out into the woods by himself is a really kind of lonely, but, you're trying to define yourself. And it's a pretty important process to go through.
Raine, I mentioned that you are taking part in saving the world. Let's talk a little bit about your work with War Child, because you were trying to raise $30,000 by busking on the streets, right? Can you tell me the story here? Did you make that? Did you get it?
We're really close.
Okay.
Yeah, which is amazing. And on the day we raised $22,000, and what it does, it represents $30,000 is a school. And War Child's built, I think, 11 now. So they know what they're doing. They've got it down to those are the hard costs to rebuild a school. It's actually reconstruction.
So just that 22 grand by
in
busking?
one day, yeah.
You're kidding me.
And
yeah.
People were that generous.
Busking,
yeah.
and like standing on the street, playing music, asking for. And is this what buskers usually make? Because then I'm in the wrong field.
I'm going out tomorrow because I'm looking to get a new suit.
Yes, exactly.
So, but I think there's something to be said about the tangibility of attaching it to a school, because
right.
I think people, I wrote this little sign, and War Child made up this little sign that stood next to my little sign that just kind of broke it down for people. So I think rather than just donating $5 to a charity, I think, and this is an incredible thing, in February the school will be finished, because we've kind of given them the go-ahead to start collecting materials and stuff. And I think people knowing that they're going to be like a part of their soul is going into that school.
Absolutely.
It made the difference, I think.
And I'm a firm believer that education is the answer to a lot of the problems in the world. So you guys want to stick around. Raine will be performing on our stage after this commercial break.
Come on, come on.